Property can pick up this pistol, get the first 3. That'll at least be something for them on the board. Other than that, it's going to be tough times for him. Or for them, excuse me. Property isn't a single being, but multiple. So, already inside looking to make this play. They're going towards Hut too. They're making some noise, and the bomb hasn't been committed yet though. It's still lurking out towards T, so they open the door, they make some noise, they're pushing in. JW's in a prime spot here, gonna peek out, takedown twist, that's the bomb. And he's still holding the site, he's getting charged out, but he just doesn't care. Dooley's coming out from Crims too, and that's only 1 loss in this pistol, and Fnatic, man, just dominate it. The Doolies for Crims, man.
Yeah, and I mean, Crims is known to be the most efficient player. Obviously, Dooley's pistol, that's a whole other thing. NBK is another player that loves to run Dooley's in the pistol rounds. But watch for Crims to be really efficient. Obviously, on a map like this, he doesn't have to have the survivability inside his sight, quite like when he holds Connector on Mirage or B in Inferno to allow rotators to get there. But in tight situations, there's no one better to have on your team than Crims. And JW with the Mag 7's already going to drop inside Hut. This is a kill for Property, and Schneider's actually going to run through. There's the player I was just giving praise to. Crims, he's down and out, but luckily Olaf has come around behind. He's dropped that CZ for a Tech 9, and he'll take down Schneider as well. That's the gun. The UMP grabbed again by Fnatic, but bomb plant down. That's important in Property. That's in Property, because Property might actually be able to get some guns out in the ensuing round, but it's not done just yet. Fnatic want to sink their claws back into this. They don't want to get ecoed. Olaf definitely doesn't. He's got 3, but Zendi, nice shot. Pronax, your strat caller coming out from heaven. Look at the HP, though. It's low for pretty much everyone except Flusha, and there it is. He's the one that gets the kills. Gets both of them either side of the bomb site, so 2-0 for Fnatic, but man, that was a lot closer than I would have thought.
Yeah, the amount of frags they got on the eco is so good. I gotta give props though to I believe it was Olafmeister who pushed through, or that wasn't JW. Oh man, I forgot who pushed through Hut there and took full control of T side and really just forced Twist to try to come through roof, and it didn't work out for him. The guy had an UMP and just mowed him down. So the money's building up. JW going for the Mag 7 again. He went for a quick Hut play, got a full body shot, and only put the guy down at 22 health. It's so random. So he kind of bit the bullet for that one. And they do force them to rebuy a couple guns, but now they're on M4s, so they're on the bigger toys. Well, Schneider just gets lit up there by, I believe, a nade, and he's got to be very careful. JW not go for any pushes aggressively either this time. Well, up top on Silo, we got Flusha tapping away, taking down 1 in Zendi. And this eco round not looking the best, and oh, Pronax getting the, I guess you could say glass bang on a Twist. And taking him down while JW reveals his position, finds Schneider, then Bjerg, and then Poff falls right suit. So just falling one by one, and 3-0 simply for Fnatic, and just dominating right now. It doesn't look like Property can break through just yet.
Yeah, so they will go to AKs now. The hard part was that despite they got the bomb plant in the second round, they'd already made an investment into it. So they couldn't really afford fully what they wanted to. And despite that, we're forced to save, but now they'll get the AKs and we'll see what damage they can do. There hasn't been many upgrades on this Fnatic side. JW is still holding on to the Mag 7, but let's not rule that out. We've seen what Hiko can do with it on a map like this by Hut. Crims is over toward the secret stairs. He pops out, and I was right, it actually is him who plays out there when JW's not. And there's a shot on Snyder on top of the silo, so 1 up already for Fnatic, and the HP advantage is heading their way quite heavily as well. JW is still looking for this shot with the shotgun, and somehow stays alive more than anything. Got that door closed just in time. Now flash off on Flusha. He's going to pop that flash directly back out over top, and he might actually get Secretive as a result. Great play by him. Great awareness, and now he's also going to pick up on Twist. So Zendi and Pouf all that are left, and 1's in secret. Although he's not being secretive about it, spamming away, giving away his position. Does still get a kill onto Flusha, though. He also gets JW as they pour through into the barrel of his gun, so they're giving away their lives. Fortunately, like I said, they didn't invest too much in it, so it's not like the rifles are dropping here either. Pouf now the only one left. 7 HP, does fall back. Actually, he's going to try and get up on Twinkie and just catch them off guard here. He knows the round's all but over. There's only 21 seconds. He's not even trying to recover this bomb. He just wants to get exits. He has this AK, though, so it's very risky that he's still trying to go for this because Crims was there, and that means he can't even save that gun.
Tough times. I mean, JW getting away at door 2 is just some miracle. And then he goes on top of Hut, lights him up through Squeaky, and I mean, well played by that guy. Honestly, staying alive that long through that kind of sprays seems impossible, but he managed to do it. So we got the eco coming in. It's going to be the Tech 9s and 1 Deagle for Twist, and I'm expecting just a flat-up rush, just try to get it over with as soon as possible and get back onto the real guns. And the Deagle, oh! Okay, Twist. All right, man. Just one taps away on Flusha, takes him down, no problem. And we do have a push coming in from Crims, though, from Hut, takes down 1, and then they just flank on in, and this eco round going heavily in their favor. 3-on-2, they salvage up an M4, they get the smokes out, too, and this bomb is back at T, but they should be able to bring this back into the site, no problem, with Pronax out here by Mini, so... This turned into quite the interesting ordeal. The bomb plant now coming through, plenty of time on the clock, and there is one back towards Ramp, who will be making his way heaven, and that will be Olafmeister. Not budging an inch right now. Olafmeister just creeping on up here. He's got the flashbang. He'll pop it up, and as soon as he does, he gets hit by a few shots, but it's not enough to make a dent in his armor just yet. So, Olafmeister finds one, taking down Poff. Pronax will find the other in Zendi in Hut. Meanwhile, Schneider, he made it up into Rafters and takes Olafmeister by surprise, but Pronax is there to respond afterwards, and they get this round again. It's so close.
Yeah, but the problem is close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and they didn't have enough grenades in that round, so Property's still with the goose egg. You need every round you can get. The close rounds, those are the ones that are going to haunt you on a map like this. You know, you give themselves, if you give yourself 3 rounds on Nuke, if you play well CT, 3 rounds can be enough. Now, against a team like Fnatic, I'd like 4 or 5. If you're K-Sharp, he's always going to tell you he wants 7 or 8. But 4 or 5 is doable. There's one that they could have had. They already had a previous one that was close that they could have had. They didn't get either of those, and now it just gets a lot more difficult. Every round they lose, it gets a lot more difficult. I mean, the good news is, yes, they have the money bonus, but they still don't have the numbers.
JW again!
JW, yep, pushing up, down to 7 HP. Pounce there, and yeah, nice shot by JW. Pops out. Up close, the hybrid op, playing a different style. He gets the kill, and there he is already over toward Ramp, so Crims is still the one outside, and he's pushed up onto T-Red if they headed that direction. The Property are just waiting to execute. Schneider about to open up the secret door, and pardon me, the squeaky door, and Secretum is heading back around.
Man, JW just finds these slivers of health to live with. We do have Pronax getting traded out there, and then, wow, Secretum going big here in Hut. Olafmeister going to chase him down. He's going to find himself 2 lit members if he continues to fight. He's got to go for the reload, and for A1 clip so low. The bomb is dropped in front of Squeaky, and now it's all up to Secretum. 17 health in a dream. Crims here, he's going to find him. I believe he heard him cross. Yeah, takes down Crims. And now the 1-on-1, he's got that bit of a gap, and he gets him through it! Are you kidding me, Olafmeister? So good. And again, look, close rounds. Holy crap. Like, JW, man, the Wonder Child is not a false name. So, he gets 7 health, or put down to 7 health, excuse me, on Ramp, and then just pushes it again to get the kill. Like, no other sane player would do that.
Well, that's why he's known for his style.
Yep, so let's see how the rest of this round goes here. Twist does have the AWP in hand. But again, gonna actually light JW again, 34 health. Let's see what he pulls off with that much this time. And
he's just giving them a handicap at this point.
He's like, you want to hit me with this nade? Yeah, okay. Well, here you go.
Oh, you can't kill me with full health. I'll just give you early damage to me. Flush is outside. Crims, or pardon me, Pronax actually, pardon me, was there with him this time. Crims has gone back inside. Olaf's fallen off the ramp. There's still smoke out, so they won't be able to get into it just yet. And Pronax is actually going to join him up close in the corner. Haven't seen Fnatic try and pull off that rafter boost inside of the ramp room in a long time, but now would be almost a perfect time to do it because they're still lurking around, and it looks like they still want to head in that direction because Crims and JW are slowly funneling them away and discouraging them from heading in through mini, or pardon me, in through Hut, and now they're finally going to come.
That flash
Pronax in
peek.
the hot spot. That flash, team flashed in, and Pronax around the corner with one. He'll flash himself this time. Olaf's already got a second, and as they do work, it's Secretum outside who's trying to find Flusha. Does so successfully. The question is, do they fall back now and head back into the lobby and try and pinch up her? The answer is no, because Crim's already found that lurker. So only 2 left for property. Things looking rather grim. They'll head outside, or rather back to spawn, because there's only 14 seconds, so they want to save these guns. They aren't yet being hunted. Olaf seems like he wants to investigate, but they should be able to save those. So an AWP and an AK is still going to be in their hands, but not much else.
Oh, not good. Not good. This round wasn't even close to that time, so the economy from Fnatic is going to be building up slowly but surely. You got 10k on Olaf Meister too, so...
Money bonus allows, though, easily. Secretum, even though he's dead, had 5,800. Allows them easily to force out. Zendi will only be able to hold a Tech 9, but at the very least, that's 4 rifles. And at this point, this is when you start gambling and forcing every round, because you just need to get 1 round on the board. And then you just need to get 1 more round on the board, and take it 1 at a time at this point.
Yep. So slow and steady will win the race here. Maybe fast, like the hair, will work out for the property side, but... As Flusha peeking out here, going to find Twist on top of the box, man. Twist just hasn't found his shots today with this AWP. We're going to find Flusha going down as he tries to retreat towards red box here, but Pronax up in rafters. Going to get himself a kill on Secretum and retreat back out. He is put down very, very low, though. And, alright, Pronax taking the JW roll this time of getting lit up. And, oh, whoa, Schneider going to take down Crims. So I believe you heard him throw the nade there, and assuming that he's camping the corner, sprays and prays and gets the kill. It's a 4-on-3. This is do or die time now. Come on. If they can get it, they need to get this round. JW going to get headshot by the Tech 9. He trades out again. 2-on-1 with Pronax at 17 health. Can they get it to work? Will they be able to push through? They still have the bomb sitting back towards Hut 2 and T. And Schneider outside. It looks like he might catch out Olaf Meister. He will. Put down to 2 health, though. Can the clutch happen here for Pronax? No! Checking all their corners and checking up at top. They do take him down and property find their first round.
And there you go. That's going to reset the money bonus, but that's what I was saying. Get 1, get it started. They're still only in round 9 of the half if they can pick up 3 or 4. It's not unfeasible. You can see what the CT side can do. Twist's going to go for that AWP again, and Crims is actually... This is interesting, because they won 7 rounds in a row. You'd think the economy would be so great for Fnatic, but the rounds have been close. That the advantage is such that they have to force out just a FAMAS or a Clarion for Crims, and that means that they're very fragile, but Crims has already found Schneider, who tried to get aggressive inside Hut. JW pops out, swaps the gun, so he'll grab the AK from that. But my point is that if Fnatic lose this one, they'll be on a save, and then it's easy for property to pick up that 3rd round. So it's not over yet. As Secretum's back toward lobby, does drop down that bomb. Crim's going to wait it up on top of the roof of Hut this time, so changing his angle up just a little bit. And he is aware they are still spamming through, quite obviously. And JW is also taking that invitation to get up close by the door. Meanwhile, though, they do look toward Olaf out toward B, and they've spotted him. He's on headshot box. Zendi just missing the shot he was looking for. And Flush is there to support from Turnpike, but he's actually going to fall back. He's not quite sure what the call is yet. And as he arrives, he makes the right one. A shot from Turnpike. Zendi drops. That's also your bomb down in ramp room, so that's going to be secured from Fnatic. And just as close as their economy was to being broken, they'll save it. They'll keep all 5 alive. Now they can actually build bank, and property gets the reset button hit on them. They do still have 75 for Schneider and 51 for Pauf, so they should be able to drop a few, but it means they're still fragile. In my opinion, do it. They've got to get, as I said, 1 round at a time.
3 is the name of the game right now. Any more than 3, and I think they'll be okay for CT side, but they got to get to 3 first. Maybe even 2 it's going to be the struggle. So, got to get the plays where they catch them off guard like they did that 1 round that they won. And going for flashes outside, they do end up blinding Flusha quite heavily here. They catch him out. They're going to find the man in front of Hut 2 and trade it 2 for 1. Pronax with a nade did some serious damage to Twist and forced him back. They get the flash out there. He's spraying and praying through that, but finds only a bit of damage on the Secretum. So 3 on 4. Can Fnatic still win this round? Can property bring it to the second? Secretum going back to T finds JW, who was so aggressively played up on Silo. and dropped a gun, so Secretum really wants that, so he'll try to get up there with the jump. But it's now a 4-on-2, and this is really manageable for the side of Property. Then they find Pronax, Olafmeister pushing up behind on ramp. Poff spots him out, they get the call out there, and the bomb should be looking to go down very soon. So covering all their bases in this A site, the bomb will be planted, and I guess Olafmeister, what's his money looking like? It looks like it's actually okay. So even if he tried to save this, it doesn't really matter too much to him. But he's going lower, and that's gonna be the second round for Property. Like you said, slow and steady, going round by round. And let's see, will they actually catch him? I don't think they will. Looks like he won't.
Oh, they do. So gun down. They do have enough to force themselves out, though, so because they won that last one, they'll get right back into guns. That's important, but they are getting fragile, and Property now with 2, break 1, make it 4 very easily. Not all said and done just yet.
Nope.
Remember, they won their previous nuke matches in very close quarters as well, and that tells to me that their CT side's probably strong if they're making close appearances like that. Although, like you said, they lost 6 rounds by losing picks early when they were playing it. Pronax is actually the only one who doesn't have a gun. He's got a 5.7, and he's gotten very aggressive outside. That flashbang, though, gives him away. JW, meanwhile, does catch Zendy. Pronax is also supported by Flusha, who is up on top of the catwalk, and Schneider showing off that he can jump more than 255 with his long jump. Gets up on top of the Twinkie all by his lonesome. He's going to spam away. He's already spotted up Flusha. That gives away his position, though. They know he's there. They just have to play accordingly, and Property's already 2 men down. Make it 1, though, as Twist erases JW's history from this round. No impact to be had. Just the 1 lonesome kill, and now they'll try and get inside Secret. Finally, we're going to see if they want to head lower, although Twist is the one that's holding the bomb, and he's still up at lobby, so he's got a problem. Olaf in his way at ramp room if he wants to get there quickly. And Crims has already gone down the backside of the vents, and he's already caught out onto the back of Secretum as well. That's great awareness from Crims. Mr. Efficient finds 1 more. So Property with 31 seconds left on the clock have to make something out of absolutely nothing. And Twist is slowly lurking into the clutches of Olaf. Does try and get that first shot. Snyder's found Flusha, so things are finally opening up. Schneider's now going to work towards ramp room from the opposing angle to try and find Olaf, but he's smart. He's fallen back, and Crims is going to catch him out from the vent, so it's all up to Twist, and it's all but done. 8 seconds. He can't possibly hope to get in. He'll just fall back and hold this gun.
Well played by Fnatic. Good rotation, and honestly, just great patience, to say the least. They pushed a little bit, but they didn't pay too much for it. And they saved the ops. They have a double op setup now coming in. JW will be looking to go wherever he wants to go. I believe Olafmeister probably going to go back ramp, so JW should cover outside. Oh no, going to give it to Flusha instead. Okay. The side of Property, though, still force buying it up and getting what they can, spending whatever little bit of dollars they have. Gonna be tough still. They need this 3rd round so badly. If this hits a 13-2 going into the half, it's probably done. So Flush outside, gonna find himself a 2nd kill, taking out Schneider and Twist, and getting put down to 27 health. He doesn't care. JW covering Squeaky Door 2, getting pushed by Poff, will end up taking him out. Property find 1, but it looks like it might be too late for that. And Flusha 2, finding his 3rd frag. Gonna look for the 4th here. Zendy, yep, there it is, red box.
Absolutely. So double op now. Pronax can actually hold it. That's interesting. Actually, is it triple? No, they threw it across. So it was actually just passed through Pronax's lovely small little fingers and headed over to JW, and that's no surprise to see him pull that back out. And pistols for Property. This could very quickly end at 13-2 if Property can't find 1 more round. They're going to head directly into upper. They try and hash it out through Hut right now, but JW's up above. He's got that op up close. Olaf's already found an aggressive kill with his on Secretum. And now, what was Crims doing running in blind to the Hut with his knife out? Gets caught out by Zendy. Perhaps he thought, based on the fact that it would be a save round, they would be rushing ramp after that first kill from Olaf, but not to be the case. And That gives away one M4. Zendy's going to use that. Twist is down at 23, though. That nade's also done reasonable damage, and JW opens the door himself, and with the Dragon Lore, breathe fire upon the neck of Twist. But immediately, Zendy opens the door in return and takes him down. Flusha has the response kill, though. That's Schneider out. Olaf's found Zendy, and it's all too late for prOp. He's going to go down as well. 11-2. Things looking very good for Fnatic, despite a few close rounds and a situation that was awkward in round 8 where they could have easily had their economy taken away from them.
Too close. I'm like on the edge of my seat here thinking about how Property can win these next few rounds. It's just so tough right now. 11-2. Up in the hand of Schneider, and it's a naked op at that, so gonna really need to see how they play this one out. Alright, so JW again gonna get Suikidor blown out this time and just peeks through it anyway. We do have incendiaries or mollies coming in out there, and Twist flashing and trying to push through. He was lined up through the smoke there for the shot, but couldn't really see it connect. And Twist here, still trying to get control of Hut. Crims is on the outside. Again, he likes to skirt around that and push at times, like we saw last round. Olafmeister out here on ramp, though, finds Zendy. JW gonna push on through door here. Finds the headshot on the Twist, looking for some more. I believe they know that they're ramp, and Olafmeister just bunny hopping in. So aggressive, so confident this Fnatic lineup right now. Looking to just shut them down to their tracks here. Second room gonna get scouted out, and that's gonna be the 12-2. This last round, it's do or die for Property. Well, the next round is the last round, which is do or die for them, which will happen now.
Yeah, so 12-2, like you said.
Mute the Skypes.
I mean, the equipment value has been fairly forced from the T side. If you look at it, in fact, in round 9, they had more money invested as the same in round 11. Of course, those are the rounds after they won, but other rounds they've also had fairly decent guns to work with, so they just can't get it done against Fnatic, and this is it. This is round 15, like you said, and they have to force this time. They've gone for the sawed-off shotgun for Twist. How lovely is that? Other than that, it's all Tech 9s. One Galil for Schneider. He's again up on top of Twinkie, and that is gone, and unfortunately that gun, I don't think, fell down the backside, even though he's playing on the backside of it, is unsustainable and ungrabbable unless they go out of their way, and Fnatic's not going to let them do that because they won't have anyone left to do it. It's only Pauth that's left. He does secure an AWP from Olafmeister, but there's no point saving because that won't carry over, and JW closes it out 13-2, no surprise, and now if they win the pistol, it could very quickly be our match.
It could indeed. I just gotta reconnect back in again. Unfortunate. 2 times in a row. It's very uncommon. But we'll be good to go. ASAP.
I had the same glitch, so don't worry.
Yeah.
GoTV doesn't like halftime very much.
I guess not. So as we reconnect back in, 12-3 in terms of 13-2, excuse me, in terms of rounds, and Fnatic just need to take this pistol and they're good to go.
And I mean that's another statement for a hard-sided map. Winning pistol. I'll give you an example from Lunatic, who was playing in the main division for ESEA in North America the other night on Mirage. They actually had a 4-on-2 situation post-plant in their favor, ended up losing that pistol and lost the match miserably because they just couldn't ever get anything going. Had Property won the pistol round on T-side, that might have given them 3 rounds right off the hop. That's more rounds than they got overall in the guns. Then they pick up those 2. You're looking at 10-5. 10-5 on Nuke. T-side. Awesome. Now you got a chance. So T-side on a map like that, so crucial.
So we got Pronax clutching it out, 2 versus 1, finding the win there, and hot damn, what a play. So 2 more rounds,
Pronax,
that's it.
Yeah, Pronax can be very clutch. Clutch happy, I guess you could say. He can be clutch. MLG, he was, in my opinion, in the games against NIP was unbelievably good with clutches, so he can definitely do that in those situations. He's a very smart player. There's a reason he's the strat caller, sure. There's a debate about how much calling he actually has to do with a team like Fnatic, but he's very, very wise Twist, though, with a beautiful 1D. That's going to give the first kill away of him, and Pauf's also found one with the 5-7, so the pistols are responding, and Zendi knows JW's pushed up. They're going to get him. This is going to be an eco, because Flusha's down to 7 HP. He just barely manages to take down Secretum, and finally, they get something going. He'll grab that AK that was already dropped, but man, oh man, not looking good right now for Fnatic to close it out. It looked like they would have this one right to the finish line. There is low HP on Pauf, but Flush has already dropped the Schneider's scout, so great play. And if they can play their entire CT side like this, who knows how far we could go, because they're elusive rounds. They're hard to get on the terrorist side. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them get 7 rounds if they can pick this up.
It might be too late. I don't know. I still think that if they take some rounds here, it's not too bad to get the momentum rolling. But I still feel like Fnatic just need 2 rounds. That's it. Crims is going to go down here into the B site. And there's that one man in Pauf hiding out there in Toxic. So he's holding on as long as possible to plant this bomb. And once he does, he's going to get stormed out there by Pauf. So dancing around on the site. Finally going to stick the plant. Pauf going to peek out the doors. Takes him down. But the bomb plant at least guaranteed there for Fnatic. So getting themselves some money. And we're good to go.
Yeah, so that's a huge round. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they could string at least another 4 off the back of that before Fnatic really have anything they can do. They should. I mean, Fnatic's going to be broke this round, obviously. They should pick up that. That'll give them 4. They should be able to close out a few more once they have gun rounds to work with. And then it's up to Fnatic to just find those few rounds as they need.
Alright, so Fnatic going to be going for that quick eco push, bringing the bomb down to lower, trying to get the plant and get themselves some more money. Pronax is going to open up, finding himself the first frag there. Schneider up in heaven, too. They still have some towards Hut, and they hear one outside. So he's going to rush him down. Pronax going to make his way to hell and just get jumped on, descending upon him like the god Thor. Schneider gets the kill. Crim's coming out here with the Tech 9, going to rip him a new one, though. The bomb has been planted, and the time is taken away, though. So Fnatic can try to finagle this right now. Zender going to be sticking that defuse, it looks like, in the smoke. Flusha coming on out here. Going to get behind him, block fire, and everything. Fnatic clutch it. Oh, my God. That was just a cluster of a round.
That was ridiculous. The fact that they were able to pick that up, I mean, that throws everything I just said out the window, because now they're on match point. Now they've got full rifles to work with, and we will actually see... Well, I won't count my chickens before they hatch, but we should see 16-3. So what was started off as an excellent night in our first match with G2 showing off some Polish pride against their compatriots in Virtus Pro, soon fell to a 16-5 property loss against Mouse, and now they're doing worse than that against Fnatic. Of course, it is on Nuke, and they did start hard side. Fnatic's already got 1 in this round. Zendi's drop. Twist, though, there it is again, that Deagle. Him and Roka, I want to see a 1D get mid on Dust 2. Let's see it. Roka versus Twist with the Deagles. He's got 1. That's going to even it back up, and Fnatic's lost quite a bit of health to some nades as well, as Flush is on 67, and now Flush is actually gone. Pauf finds him with the M4. That's one of the 2 guns they were able to buy. That's impressive stuff, so could we see yet another eco out of property? That would be rather remarkable, like I say, but they are on match point. It would be a long way back. Highly unlikely. Patience is virtue. Fnatic trying to find a way inside the ramp room. They've gone all the way through. They're trying to get inside Turnpike, but Schneider's in behind the box, and they didn't know he was there. Crims does turn with a beautiful reactionary spray. Gets the headshot on him, and now he's going to try and drop down, but it's only him left, and it's only 6 HP. Through the smoke, he finds Pauf. He's got it down to 2. He does have the bomb. He's not sure where he wants to go, and he's actually just going to rush the ladder. He's got to land this pallet jump. Does so.
If he died, I would have laughed so hard.
I know, right? Just miss it by a little bit. He fakes out the bomb plant, can't do it. Secretum's gonna get it. Another eco round for property. Well played and well held by them. Twist with those Deagle shots, man, absolutely not.
Well, maybe. I don't think we'll see a tie. I think this game is probably gonna end in the next round or 2. Maybe with this buy, it'll end from the Fnatic side. They just buy on out. Why not? They have all the time in the world to mess with right now. So AWP for Olaf Meister, Tech 9s across the board too, and some rifles. So looking to see where they want to play here. Property just kind of play aggressive outside that nade, gonna do a fair bit of damage out of Flusha. And for now, nobody rushing just yet, not giving up an inch.
Outside, though, is going to come under attack, and Flusha's going to get the better of Twist this time. Maybe he should have stuck with that Deagle, who knows? As he drops down, that's one-man advantage, and a lot of HP lost, though, for JW, and Pronax just got dropped by Zendi. So they even it back up. There's no real trade advantage for the T's on a map with this quick of a rotation, and Secretum's going to go and get Crims. Fnatic not really finding much at all. The outside is not really worked in the past, and even when Twist was down, they still don't get much action out of it. Schneider comes back up the ladder, makes a home for himself in heaven. Just spotting away, seeing who he can find, as Flusha's going to come around and join up with JW. And 2 by 2, hopefully they can use the strength to find a kill, because they need to find at least one on entry, and more than that because they're grouped up right now on property side. Pops out, spots one up from help. That's JW, that's down. It's going to be another one going their way, and Zendi's still walking out inside. The question is, what does Fnatic try and do? Do they hold on to the rifles they've got, try and keep them for the next round? Secretum doesn't want them to, as he takes down Flusha. It's going to drop your bomb as well. So Olaf does need to run away and hide, does need to sustain this AWP, and it looks like he's just going to sit still on the ramp and hope for the time to expire. There's only 3 seconds left, so it shouldn't be too hard for him at all.
So saving the AWP is a big deal, but again, the rounds, they're slowly creeping up for the property side. But they keep having to buy out, too, because of unfortunate deaths. So they got to watch their economy just a little bit. Crims, though, and the Fnatic side, just going for pistols. Is going to be a pistol eco rush. And these are the rushes that really throw you off. So got to be very, very careful with how they play it. As they approach this right now, going for the typical split, and Flush outside, gonna try to show Twist a thing or two. Going with the Deagle, taking him down. Reloading right afterwards, though, trying to find this kill onto Secretum. Spraying on through, actually following him pretty well, but unfortunately the bullets just don't hit. And Secretum here, trying to not get rushed in. He gets the pop flash, and gonna eat a nade for that, though. Schneider outside too, holding CT. They actually boost him up all the way into rafters, and he falls down, taking a bunch of damage there. If he can get this nade off, he might actually find a kill, but he doesn't. And Poff boosted on top of the yellow canisters there, so he's ready to cover hell for if they push in. Zendi finally peeking out of Mini, gonna go and find himself a big 3K, looking for that fourth there, possibly in Pronax. He's got to reload real quick. Pronax gonna look to peek him, and he gets it.
Man, it's actually a fairly decent frag distribution. It's Pronax who's the one that's behind. He's on 13, of course, not surprising. He's not, well, according to the top 20 ratings, he was the only one not in the top 20 for Fnatic, so he's not your most skillful player on the team. That goes without saying, but he is also your strat caller. 13 for him, and Property's got 17 on Schneider. That's almost as much as anyone on Fnatic, despite that they're down right now 15-6. So great performance from him. Flusha leads the way, though, 20 to his name, and they're rushing outside with these pistols. They forced Secretum to fall in through Mini and get down the ramp, try and hold off Secret, because he knew that they were coming like a freight train. He could hear the elephant paws just stomping on the ground, and he's already got 2 for his quick efforts on the rotation. As Flusha's going to drop to him, that's a good kill. Pronax is still inside Big Garage. He's looking to do damage up toward Heaven. He's the only one that's left, and he did have Twist down to very low 6 HP, but that's all he can possibly manage. So there it is. There's 7 rounds. I'm not at all surprised that they were able to do that after the first eco, I called it. The second one for sure. But Fnatic's back to guns, and they only need 1.
That's probably what's going through their head right now. They're like, yeah, we're just going to win this round right here. That's it. It's done. So we'll see how that goes. Double up setup for Property. Twist and Schneider. Gonna really need to get these entries, if anything, and hold these pushes too. So let's see where they go with the bomb right now, bringing it towards ramp. Gonna be going for a really aggressive play right there. Flashbanging coming in. Schneider finds Olafmeister, who retreats back down to the B site, and the chase ensues as Poff and Flush are just both getting some kills, trading it back out as a 3-on-3. JW in the vents right now, gonna get chased out by Secretum, and they're playing the who's gonna peek first game, and it looks like JW gonna get behind him. And he finds his way on top of the silo. There's one person right below him. Secretum going to push it out, and that's some trust there from Property to make sure he can get that kill. The bomb, in the meantime, is currently on the back of Crims, who is towards Hell. So he'll push up this ladder, and make his way into A. There's 2 people lower, so this play could work. I believe maybe even all 3. No, one of them's towards the back of Hut and T. So Crims, he finds himself a kill on a Secretum. They drop down. The man in heaven and Flush is going to take down Zendi. Is this it? Is it all over for the boys in blue? Property. Can they do it? We're going to follow Schneider around as he tries to clutch this one out. You got Flusher with 6 and Crims with 28. He's got 8 AVP in his hand. He sees the nade come out. He should. He's fully blind. Uh-oh. Pushing in. He sees his gun. Gets him with the wall bang. He's going to stick this to Fuse. Flusher's going to peek out, get the nade, and he doesn't get it.
That's it. That's all she wrote. Fnatic takes it, so that's